And this is where I start to talk about a little bit of that danger zone, 5th zone, going into 6. You're still able to reboot, but where are you going to go? You go too deep into the zone, you could get chunked out even with the barrels. It's Cammy, Jacob trying to play it big.
Going big like other individuals already have.
Yeah, this might be one of them. You see, he does have that exotic SMG. Every time he reloads, he does get that 0-point dash effect a little bit. Doesn't last a long time, but hey, in an end game this chaotic, it's the little difference makers that really count. As Jacob and Cam are just trying to go ahead and cement their position, they know it's not a far rotation to zone.
The high ground.
He has to be careful though. He has no real way down in terms of safety. No shockwaves, no crash. Oh my. I was saying Nate Hill got a good upgrade because he didn't have a shotgun before, but now Regs has the Mythic Minigun in reload. That is going to shred if they can keep it towards the end game. Reason, a late entrant not only to a competition like this, but a late contest on this side of the map, and it looks like they're leading the fight. Reason does have the breacher, so he can break through these builds relatively easy, but they're shock waving to try to find safety, and Reason is going in onto Gon. They realize this is a 2v1. It's now or never, but a big shot from Gon is going to slow things down. P, the bandages as well, so it's not too much of a worry that they're staying here, but look at all the resources that they're using. Reason is almost out of those small bullets. You see him just 5 shots left in the shotgun. Luckily, Faxity is there to finish off that elimination and give him the loot he so desperately needs. 8 placements, too short to get any placement points. At least he was able to get some eliminations to keep the points flowing. As Faxity and Reason just getting targeted. Luckily for them, as of now, Judge have only 25 builds left. He's trying to keep his position on the front side of the...
He's trying to see if he can make his way forward, but Peterbot actually going to be the one caught off guard. Regs from behind, just taking him out. A menace to the lobby, no lore, but Regs paying the ultimate price. She's also been eliminated. Thomas, bring...
Okay, yeah, sweet. Come grab this. Okay,
I got the pulse rifle.
Wait, the pulse rifle?
Yeah.
Yo!
We win.
Alright, so you want the green? Here, take.
I think it's coming out.
I got his back wall, I'm in his box with him. Nice. That's not showing a rat on me, but that's showing. Nice, good stuff, bro. You want to come over and help you?
No, it was only...
Yikes. I kind of fear for the rest of the lobby. Mongrel getting taken down twice, but the Mythic Pulse Rifle in Peterbot's hands. You could deal so much damage by scoping in just like this from far away, or the hip fire spray kind of works similar to an SMG, so he is looted and booted, ready to go.
A couple of eliminations onto Mongrel, nice, sure enough, but Peterbot, he literally just said, we win. That is how confident he feels having this weapon at his disposal, Jacob, and the rest of the lobby understanding the impact he might have, and they're not going to try to stick around Slurpy Swamp.
You see Captain Shota just getting taken down yet again. Peterbot's the one that's going to clean up the elimination, but I believe the point actually does go over to Cooper and Zemi.
And that might just be worst case scenario here for Shota. He's trying to swing around. Fortunately for him, a little bit of indirect assistance from the lobby at Shota. And that is a big saving grace. But it might not make a difference for some of these other duos looking to rotate around Slurpy. Booga, typical gamer. Gotta be wary of what's lurking above. They've been working a little bit chalked since that early start, but Shota just cannot escape Peterbot's vision. Peterbot just entirely too high up. The advantages are so steep, and that's gonna be Shota knocked one more time by Peterbot outside of Slurpy. And with Peterbot and Aussie fully controlling the flow of this lobby, we saw Faxity for a moment, but it was only just a shockwave, a crash pad. Everybody trying to just stay one step ahead of the pack.
It's going to be extremely difficult for anybody to look up and try to contest it because of that Mythic Pulse Rifle. Just constant pressure coming down from Peterbot and Ozzy. Everybody can feel it, and even Peterbot's just going down low, making sure to reconnect. The FNCS strategies are coming out in full force. That's how serious Peterbot's taking the second half.
And look at Aussie from behind playing that supportive measure too. Peterbot, he's got open season on the rest of this lobby.
2 shockwave, half a chug jug as well. More loot being passed up, but now they're contested. Flakes and Gone, they're going up, but Peterbot's going out. He has the last grappler. He makes his way back to the zone. This is why he is king.
But Peterbot, he's got to get his way back towards where the zone is actually at. He doesn't want to find himself outside of it. Still has a shockwave. He takes out Gone. That's going to be the massive refresh. All of these builds, shockwaving up. One more tick could do it, but Peterbot barely managing to stay alive. He's on the high ground, and Aussie still right behind.
You don't know who he is until you realize that is Fragger Aussie on the low ground, causing chaos. Peterbot's chopping down Cooper, sending him all the way down low to that low ground. And now that's his chance to put down pressure. Only 3 teams remain, and only one of them is a strong duo because Courage has just gone down. Cooper has no choice but to try to make a play. Everybody left alive is going to be solos. Cooper versus Cold in the backside of the zone as he takes down Courage.
But Cold, he's right there in the mind of Peterbot. Cooper trying to do what he can. Peterbot doesn't have a whole lot of HP to work with. He'll at least have the opportunity, though, from the high ground to play off these small shield potions. Cooper goes up, but Cooper gets knocked down! Peterbot with the clutch!
Nice.
Oh my!
What happened?
Oh my god! I got the luckiest thing ever! Out of every exotic weapon!
Okay, nice.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh. Is that like a 0.00001% chance to get every exotic in that one chest? They gotta be the ones to look at for this game.
Not even 1 in a million, like 1 in a billion odds there, it seems like, Jacob. But that is everything just completely dropped at Reason's feet. Him and Faxity have got to pop off this lobby. There will never be a clearer sign that this is your game. Got to come into play for some of our competitors when Peterbot is just nonstop emoting on everybody's body. And Savage, he might be next in the lineup if he's not careful, but it's Mr. Savage after all. He's gonna have gotta be really careful. You never know what might be waiting for you. And Coyota actually gonna be the one with that Mythic. We'll try this because dangerous scenes here, but Coyota doesn't get the opening shot he was hoping for. Shota now gonna look to try and back up his duo mate. Coyota trying to give chase, but he's just getting blocked off even from his own shots.
He was able to land 1 shot, but just a little bit too late. Somerset's there. They're trying to alleviate some of that pressure, and he's being so quick and predictive, trying to capture off guard. But no, it's Thomas that takes the big shot on its way. Playing defensive from one end, but it's forced to leave Somerset in a 1v2 situation versus Coyota and Shota. But this is great work by her, playing defensive. And that's a scary box fight if you end up against Coyota. One of the few weapons in the game right now with that Mythic charge shotgun that can actually hit a 1 pump. So you have to be careful, because that could have been a much different situation.
Pick off some other late straggler rotating teams.
Now the 6 zone. Danger is looming around any one of these corners, and as soon as they drop down, they start to feel that feeling of safety, but it doesn't slow down. They're the focus of the lobby as of now.
They're barely getting just the smallest opportunities to try and restore some of that shield, but Clicks, Lacey, they're just gonna shockwave out. They're gonna take their odds, just catapulting themselves further.
But there's still 6 teams that need to go down, which is 6 placement points, and he has that Mythic charge shotgun. 1 pump potential for him. Peterbot, he's got a little bit of arsenal, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 1v1 versus Kanata. No siphon, no matters. Both of them go down.
Zeddy, they're still up and kicking. Reason, Faxity to the high ground. Reason, Faxity seem like they want to be the ones to take over height. The challenge is a success. They're now on top. Typical gamers stuck in the mid-ground. Everybody getting trapped inside the castle here at Fort Crumpet, and Typical Gamer will fall.
There might have been over 4 million different timelines looking through, but this might be the one where Faxity, a late entrant into the competition, could come out, but he's having a couple of hiccups from up, down, left, right. His HP's out the window, but Cooper staggering himself back. His only chance was left of the Chug Jug. He has to figure out a way in because he's the only solo left versus Seti and Daya. Faxity and Reason, the 2 strong.
They blocked each other! Three!
I'm front.
1v2!
Nice. I'm
Don't do
front.
anything dumb! Don't do anything dumb!
I'm not. I fell! No!
No!
Come on! No, please! Come on, Razan!
No!
Come on!
They will just be so turbo focused, they won't have a chance to try and recover.
Ooh, I like this loadout coming out from Clicks. He has that Mythic Minigun. In reload, when you're almost essentially box to box away from so many other teams, all it takes is someone like Clicks and this loadout to start a lobby focus. Venish and Redo, though, they're on the outside that are just closing in on that distance, and now Clicks is joining in on some of that fun.
There's just nowhere for Lachlan to land. Grappler instead to move on forward, but he's got to be real careful. There are so many players starting to build a congestion on his layer.
And if Peterbot were to fall here, he has a little bit of a cushion that Zemi, Cooper, set all, and they're trying to continue to increase that.
Nice, insane chug jug.
Bring this one home.
He needs placement. He needs eliminations. Going against Gone. That's the solo player who shockwaves towards the top, tries to fire a shot.
And try and send somebody back into the storm. He's got 5 shockwaves. He can buy himself a little bit of time. He's gonna go straight up. Sending himself up with the shockwave, but Cooper, he's just stuck between all of France here, opponent's side.